I am dreaming of a white Christmas. No, I am not. I had the worst winter this year. I've had whooping cough and every other thing that you could ever imagine. So I am not dreaming of a white Christmas, but let me tell you that because it is so busy in my life, I need to get things prepared now for Christmas. I'm thinking white flowers, I'm thinking green, I'm thinking lovely, lovely, lovely visuals that do not interfere with my very peaceful life that I'm after. White is your colour. If you are stuck for wanting to know what to do with designing, keep it really simple and stick with greens and white, and you will have all the harmony and balance. I am still using artificial flowers because it just means that, you know, I'm a month away from Christmas and I can do it now. So I have this old urn here. This urn must have been around the traps for years and years and years, and when the paint comes off it, I just like slap a bit more paint onto it, and I wouldn't even know how many colours it's been. But I love that it's really rustic and rough and sort of earthy, and oh, it's just like visually it's really excited me, right? Because it is Christmas, I thought that it'd be quite nice if I incorporated something that was a little bit Christmas. You've probably, if you've been looking and following me with what I've been doing for Christmas, I really, really do like these lights, like a little bit of blue light and a little bit of star. And the great thing about this is once I've got them into the arrangement, if I want to take them out, I can. It's so easy. Okay, so to begin, we need some 18 gauge wire, and that there is my power pack for my lights. So I'm going to actually just let that just hang down the side at this stage, hidden around the back, and I will put leaves over it. Now, the other thing is I want to just droop these around because I think that, I don't know what it is about Christmas and why we think that we need to have lights, but I suppose it's just one of those traditional things, isn't it? So we'll just do this, and I'm thinking that this arrangement will be very nice at my front entrance so that when people coming in, they know I don't do Christmas, but they'll be able to look at this and think, oh look, she's put a bit of effort into it. Okay, so we've got that drooping around the side. I need to put in some leaves, so I'm just going to put that on that side, and I'll put another one into this side, and then just like, because they're so clever in China, just give them a wee bit of a wee bend. I love that. But I am going to, and I must just tell you that after Christmas, when we are sorted, we are going to be doing Floral 101 floristry courses. I will keep you posted. Okay, so getting rid of that, and then I'll put a few leaves out this side, and I need to say this, and the director, my son's probably going get a bit snippety with me because I'm not supposed to tell you time and time again why I do what I do. But he doesn't understand, because he's a boy, that people do need to know and want to know why you do the things that you do. Now, little leaves are falling off. This is probably because they're a little bit cheap, but that's all right. We'll just put that onto there. That can go into there, and that leaf that fell off there can just go into there. Right, what else have I got? I have got some ivy. We'll put some ivy in and around. I love ivy. I think that ivy is probably one of the most undervalued of all of the foliage that you can get. Now, if you've got fresh, well, I'm using artificial, but if you've got fresh, what I like to do is when I'm doing designs like this, and especially because I'm using the green foam and I keep it wet, if I wanted to put some fresh ivy into this, I could put this in whenever I like, and when it dies off, I just take it off. But the other little secret tip is that if you keep this wet and you put ivy into it, the ivy will continue to grow. I love that. Nature is so clever when it comes to just, I'm going to keep on growing. Okay, so put the base in. As I said before, lots and lots and lots of times, I like to start from the base and work my way in. It's the easiest way. You can go from the middle out, but you know, if you get your good base in and work yourself up, such an easy way of producing things. Right, I've got some of these lovely white forms. Now, you can either, these could either go all around. If you had enough, you could put them all around. Lots of times when you're buying things, you'll find that you've only got one or two of things. Hate that. So what I like to do is, if I've got two of something, I just make sure that I've got one on this side, and then I put another one on the other side. I don't have one, so about now you're thinking, what's she going to do about that? If in doubt, take it out. But I know that I have got plenty. Oh, look, I did find one. Look, 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 look. Now I've found three. So cut those all to around about the same length, and I'll put one on that side. Where'd that other one go? I'll bring that over to there because I think I found three. Where's the other one? There it is. So I've got three. So when you're inserting uneven numbers into a round bowl, just make sure that you've got the right kind of distance, or thereabouts, from there to there, and then from there into there, so that the weight is evenly distributed. Right, I've got some Alstroemeria, we'll put that in, and because that, like, I feel that just needs to hang down there. I've got another piece here, I've actually got 3 of those, so we'll put one there, put one into this side, and we'll put one around to the other side. And you know, I think that the great thing for me, because I am so busy and because I like to have lots of flowers in my house, just doing the artificial is really great, because you can add fresh flowers to it. And who said that's right or wrong? That person needs to ring me up if they think that I am wrong. Okay, what else have I got? I've got some nice point of, what are these? These look like, I'm not quite sure what they should be, but never mind, they're quite nice. We'll cut those off. I won't cut off, but that's okay, because I have got, I think it's supposed to be a peony. So I'll put one into that there, one over to there, and push that right down into there. And then with this one, I'm going to put that over to there, the biggest into the centre. So that's that whole order of growth. So that when you're doing it, you need to go from the smallest and work your way into the centre, like so. Right, there's another one. I've got 4 of these. So we'll just, actually I do want to cut that off. In fact, I'll just cut that now, because I think that these need to be just a little bit lower, and I think I need to take that one a bit lower too. Normally, I would say, when you're using the green foam, when you're putting things in and out, just make sure that you don't go in and out and in and out and in and out, because what will happen is you'll make the holes too big and they will fall out. Right, that is much better. Right, I've got some hydrangeas here. In fact, I don't like those scissors. I'm going to use these scissors here. Got the wee toolbox here in case I get lost. Cut those off there. And when I'm cutting with these floral snips, which I reckon are the best in the world, just do that. Now cut everything to about the same length before you go any further, because I'm just, at the moment, with as we're starting to get the floral school going, what we need to do is work with round bowls, because if you can get your balances right with your bowl, with your round bowl, you will be the world's expert on doing flowers. Okay, so I've got one there, we'll bring one over there. Now, have you noticed that something is not quite right? Looking very, very closely, and we need to talk about this. And I know that you're all very smart out there, and you will be seeing what the problem is. I've got 2 big things here, and I've got 2 short things there. Not good. So what we need to do is to cut those just a little bit shorter, so that we've got this lovely round mass of flowers. Not good. So that's just a wee tip that I need to share with you, so that you know that your arrangements are always perfect. Okay, so, and then the other thing is, just get in there and just go like that. The great thing is with the fresh flowers that you don't have to do that. But if you just do practice on artificial forms. Right, I've got some green hydrangeas. I love white and green together. They are such easy colours to live with and to work with. There, green represents harmony and balance, and it is such a great colour, and it's like bringing the outside inside. Let me just cut that and get rid of that, like so. Right, we'll put one into there, and as I said, I've only got 3 of these, so I'll put one there, equal distance round to the one on this side, and then bring the other one over there, so that you're distributing your weights. Right, I've got, look at this here, watch this is so good, watch that, bang. Sweet, I love it. I've got a few roses here. I could put those in if I wanted to. I've got these Calla Lilies. Let's just take those down into the design, and then they can all be just puffed and beautifully sort of like cascading around that side. Because I've got those there, let's just go over to this side and push those into there and have that balance. Now, come Christmas, what I would do, I love Asiatic lilies or the big white Casablanca lilies. I would just intersperse those all around the outside there, and I would probably put a few roses and maybe a few fresh green spider chrysanthemums. There's your base. Once Christmas is over, take all your forms out, and there you have it. You can use this as your base for all sorts of things. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for calling. I hope I've been of assistance, and I will see you another day.